All right, welcome everybody to this week's showing of the full-blown debacle that it is. I'm about to zoom in on this baby. Crash Fest 2.0 is what Action Jackson said, but I got to show you something a little bit different here. So I'll show you the card to blame a certain individual. It happens. Here it is. The reversal card's been played by none other than the King of Lanes Raceway, Jay Latham. We're going in reverse this week. I don't know if you've seen that from the video capture, but these cars are coming at you. Hopefully they don't take out our camera this week. We'll see though. Racers, are you ready? All of them saying no. Watch your lights. Here we go, folks. The full-blown debacle. That is the 4-inch Super Late Model Series. Out of the gate, before the first lap could be turned, we've got one incident down on white. Carson Ross for the first community. Oh, so we get a full-blown hard hit on the backstretch coming out of the high banks portion of the track. Let's zoom in on that and see if we can get a little better view. Looks like Jay Latham, possibly Guillermo Sire. Y'all seen his chassis from last week. Wow. That thing was bent like a banana boat. Guillermo saying his stuff's already about to die. He gets 30 seconds, of course. Everybody knows that. To get that baby straightened up. I'm telling you, folks, I don't know how many people's going to make it out, but that's the second community. We're already into strikes, and we haven't even made it 6 seconds into the heat. Who's going to survive this mess? That's the true question. I don't think anybody is. I'm going to make sure chat's up and rolling. Sorry about that. I forgot all about doing that while we got a little bit of time here. And we are live yet again. Here we go. We're back in the mix, folks. Looks like we're dropping several frames here for some reason. Might have to leave it in this view for frame dropping reasons. Couldn't tell you why we're dropping them. Another yellow flag. The strikes keep on striking. Randy Kirtley out in the lead with 15 laps right now. Bruce Bulletin in second place with 13. I'm analyzing an issue here, folks. That doesn't help me whatsoever. Might be me, possibly. We're dropping quite a bit of frames. Oh, as we get Nathaniel coming out there in the high banks portion of the track, narrowly getting missed there. Somebody quick to hit the button there. That was the third one for Nathaniel. We're rolling deep, hard. Bruce Bulletin in second place, fighting for that first position. Oh, as we see Jackson coming out, getting completely collected by two cars, one of them Guillermo Sire. They may need to even let off coming on the entry of the high banks, as it looks like these cars may be a little too fast to even go in the high banks. Back green racing, here we go. Looks like the frames have now subsided at 43.20. Dropped frames. It was a rough start to this stream, but it looks like we're doing all right now. 50 seconds left to go. And it looks like Carson Ross, or Jackson in Carson Ross's lane coming out. I know for a fact that's 2 for Jackson. One more and it's set out time. Down to only 4 cars right now. Randy Kirtley, Bruce Bulletin, Glenn Burden, and Gold Dust. And that's a red flag rotation for the end of the heat. So we take a look here. Randy Kirtley out in the lead with 63 total laps. Bruce Bulletin 59, Glenn Burden 54 for your top 3. Gonna leave you here with the Oval Cam and be right back with you. All right, 4 red lights drop out to green. We're going back racing. I hope everything's coming in decently clear on the live stream, but we are dropping several frames per second. I'm sorry. So we're into our first yellow flag, 10 seconds in. Round robin, 2 of 8. Checking in on chat. Cough syrup from a previous stream still on there. I don't know why that didn't reset. It's kind of strange. Randy Kirtley and Bruce Bullinson both with almost identical median lap times. 2:02 and 2:07. Glenn Burton there in third with a 2:12, just about 8 or so hundredths of a second. Looks like Red Lane maybe has a roll up on it. Appreciate the Ultimate Track Marshal Dana Durham for helping out. Oh, we get a full speed come apart. Narrowly escaping Randy Kirtley. Cotton Candy slid through there, and so did Glendis in his monster body. Monster body you see there in the high banks portion on Purple Lane is Glenn Burton's, painted here at Lanes Raceway to represent a monster super late model. The car to the high outside there looks to be Carson Ross's car. As he's going to set out. 4 red lights drop out to green, and we're back racing. 1 minute left to go. Halfway through the heat in round robin 2 of 8. Guillermo and Carson having some troubles this weekend. Ooh, and a hard move to the outside. Gold Dust getting shunted from behind. It looks like going this direction. The guys giving each other a little bit more room than they normally do. A whole lot less wrecks than we're normally used to seeing. I mean, we are used to seeing quite a few. That is for sure. looks like they've all found themselves a good rhythm right now. Is Goldust goes make a high side pass on yellow, and Randy Kirtley sticks him in the wall on the high bank. A little give and take. You always floating the wire for sure on these dirt late models. 11 seconds left to go in the heat. And a good little run there from all the guys. And that's a red flag rotation. Heading over to the track mate, we can see 61.5 laps on average for Cotton Candy Randy. He's been on fire all night long. Bruce Bullington there in second position with 57.5, and Goldust 54.5 to round up your top three. Checking in on chat, nothing going on in chat land. A lot of dropped frames taking place. Let's going to head back over to cam 1 and 2, and we'll see you here in a minute or two. All right, 4 red lights to drop out to green. It looks like we might be stabilizing drop frames here, 10,680. Then again, it could just be one of the cams giving us an issue. I don't really know. Nonetheless, Randy Kirtley out in the lead. If I said it earlier and I misread, Glenn Burton's actually in third place, not Goldust. Maybe it was the G threw me off. Right now, if you're wondering, I used to do this all the time, you guys know. I used to show you what I was drinking. Well, tonight I'm drinking this. It's called a Wave. It's like a sugar-free soda. I don't know, it's unsweetened blackberry. I like blackberry flavored drinks. No caffeine and all that, you know, the good stuff. Guillermo Sire retiring for this evening within a matter of 2 minutes, breaking 2 guide flags. You know, he's just having a rough go of it when it comes to the 4-inch super late model. But he was very much pleased that we were running this last. He said earlier when he came in, he said, if, things go bad, I can just load up and go home. I'm glad we're running that one last. So things worked out in a weird way for Guillermo, but at another way, you know, you hate to have guys have bad luck on the super late model series. But trust me, folks, unless the guy that wins this chooses this to go to the 4 Crown, we will never run this again, I will assure you. Okay. DiGiorno it is. 4 red lights drop out to a green, and we're hauling the mail. Before he left, though, he bought some Parma guide flags, and when I asked him earlier what he broke, he said no, he broke some of the black ones. The black guide flags were Cahosa guide flags. They're good guide flags under normal conditions, really slick, nice, good transitioning guide flags, and for the most part hard. But I'll tell you this much, in this series here, you almost have to run a Parma guide flag if you want to survive. So we made it a good 40 seconds before our first caution there, and it looked like a car just decided it just wanted to jump over the side of the track there. It looks to be Carson Ross's car. Glenn Burton finagling the front end of the guide flag there. All of our best lap times are within the 2-second range here, ranging from 2.1 all the way down to as low as 1.974. So everybody's running relatively equal with each other. It all just boils down to, am I going to give the guy room? Am I going to take the room? Or, you know, am I just going to ram jam this thing through the pack and hope for the best? We'll pull a slide job. Nonetheless, tonight it seems that people have been giving each other room, and the track seems to run a whole lot better with these faster cars in this direction than in the other direction. So we get a car going to the outside there, the first wreck in a full 20-something seconds. So doing quite well here. As you guys know, usually in this series, it's every other lap we're seeing a full-blown debacle. And if you've checked the Facebook page, you've seen Guillermo's car from last week. Brutal condition. All 3 races today, actually 4 if you count the special double feature we had today, have all ran pretty successfully good today. It's right now 8:17 p.m. And this is the first time since we've started the series that it looks like we might actually get out of here on time tonight by 9 o'clock. Oh, so we see Cotton Candy Randy ram jamming right into the backside of Gold Dust as Gold Dust car came out. Randy gonna go take a look at his car as he might have to be replacing the guide flag. Randy got his car back out there. No guide flag this time. We might get him on the next one. He might be using a Parma. Probably a wise decision for those running in these brutal car coliseums. See a nice fan of cars rolling through. Randy Kirtley still out in the lead by about 10 laps or so. Bruce Bulletin there in second, holding on. 5 laps down from him, Glenn Burden. And another 8 or so laps down is Gold Dust for your top 4. As we get Gold Dust coming off with Carson and Jay Latham. High Bank seems to be the prized possession for Rex this weekend. Going to be the last call this heat for Jackson, as that's his second time coming off. So if he comes off one more 14, he's out. But to be surprised to make it this far without seeing anybody come off is pretty exceptional in this series. Granted, we are down a man, Guillermo Sire, so that does kind of thin out just a hair, as we see Gold Dust now calming the car down a little bit just to make it through the end of the heat. 6 seconds as that back end's chattering coming around to the high bank. Letting people go by in a strategic position, always a wise decision. So we see track mate Randy Kirtley still in the lead, 181. Bruce Bulletin, 172, 9 laps back. Glenn Burden, 166. We've got a pretty good spread here. Gold Dust and Jay right there neck and neck with each other. Nathaniel, 119, 20 or so laps down from that. And Carson, he's having some troubles. Having to set out a couple heats. It's going to be hard to come back from that. And send you over here to Cam 1 and 2. Let you guys watch these guys work. For that, check chat. No chat this series. Too much debacle. Probably too many frames dropped to keep anybody's attention for the most part. As we have dropped 14,880 frames since the start of this stream. Probably going to be nauseous to watch this stream tonight. So if you've made it this far, thank you for tuning in. But it's probably not going to get any better before a good restart of XSplit.
Hello. 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 Hello.
All right, 4 red lights dropping out to a green, and we're hammering her on in. We're going to make it to the end one way or the other. Randy Kirtley, your leader. Bruce Bulletin right there, 175. Glenn Burton pushing up on Bruce, 5 laps down. So we got a little bit of somewhat of a battle between Glenn and Bruce taking place. Bruce got to hang on there on the red lane as he's running that high outside hard and fast. Just keeping ahead of him and staying out of the wrecks is key as we get one off the grid and on its lid in the high banks. Yet again, almost making it a full 30 seconds. Maybe we need to make this the way we run this series from now on. These cars handle a whole lot better coming this direction. We might be seeing a whole lot more reversal cards in this series from this point forward. Carson Ross, the first commutative, 30 seconds in. Not bad at all. Everybody running the medians of about 2 seconds. They're running really aggressive with one another, but giving each other room this way. And Carson Ross's car pretty quick here on blue lane as he's dive bombing down pretty gnarly, passing the guy down on black, Action Jackson. Jackson's car must be running out of steam, or he's just running half cocked. We'll get one to the high side. Glenn Burden smacks the wall and gets a little bit of a love tub there right towards the end by Action Jackson. 54 seconds, 1 minute left to go in the heat. Jackson gets one coming up on his high side. Jay Latham as he pins Jay Latham to the wall. 30 seconds left to go in the heat. And a hard crook coming out of black lane. Action Jackson. His car is guaranteed to be bent. As Cotton Candy Randy takes a ram jammer and shows it to the cam. Horrible footage. Brutality at the most. I wish he never flipped that car over. The nose of that car. I don't know how the guide flag made it through. That is super late model here at Lanes Raceway. Nothing but a full-blown debacle. Good for the entertainment purposes. Bad for running a car. But some of the best, cleanest racing I've seen in this series in a long time. Usually it's every single lap we see one of these brutal bouts. But at least we're making it about anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds before we see one of these on average now. Randy Kirtley tonight behind some of the most brutal interchanges between racers. As I've seen him go wide open into 3 individuals just tonight alone. We get 4 of them lining up down on Deadman's Corner for the end of that heat, and what a heat it was. Only three incidents. Not too bad. Randy Kirtley out in the lead by 8 laps. Bruce Bullington pushing back, though. He's hungry. 238 for Randy, 230 for Bruce Bullington. Glenn Burden, he's in the mix too. 8 down from Bruce, ready and hungry also, with an average of 59.5 for Randy, 57.5 for Bruce, 55.5 for Glenn Burden to round up your top 3. We're going to leave you over here with the usual suspects, the oval. And hopefully there's enough frames in here that you can maybe see these guys in some stop claymation motion. Nonetheless, we are dropping frames at a rapid rate here, like a blood loss from a jugular vein. Just having a good time with the racers. Cutting up, having a good old time. 1 minute, 57 seconds. How long can they make it, folks? They're all in agreement, other than Action Jackson, that this way is the way to run the super late model. So we might be seeing, like I said, the old Uno card flying high more than just once the rest of the series. And I actually can attest that these cars do handle quite a bit better, what I'm seeing. We're already almost 30 seconds into this heat and not a single wreck as we get our first wreck there, and that looks to be our second runner, Bruce Bullington. So first community, I'm sure everybody's happy. Let's check in on chat. Nothing going on in chat land. What's going on in internet land? Almost 20,000 frames dropped is what's going on in internet land here at Lanes Raceway. Probably one of the worst live streams to watch. But nonetheless, we're going to make it through it. We will prevail come next week when I refresh this. And maybe in between races, I restart the computer. Maybe that'll help things. I don't know. We probably got some kind of hidden Windows update in the background. Windows, man, the Achilles heel of any software known to man. I wish we could run this on Linux. Get my brother to set that up. He can talk all that jargon. He speaks to computers. Glenn Burden passing Bruce's car back to the start-finish line as we try to piece this baby back together. For the most part, not a debacle today. Pleasantly surprised as these guys are running each other super clean, and it's good racing. As Action Jackson's car comes out in the high banks, causing an incident with Bruce Bullington. That's a second commutative. Had a little bit of a word there with Randy Kirtley having 3 incidents today in the high banks, hitting, one of those guys last time hitting Jackson wide open, knocking the front of his guide flag down. Told him he's going to have to lay off showing that gore on the live stream. It'll get me demonetized. All these slot car racers out there watching this race, they're going to have PTSD when it comes to seeing that kind of stuff. Nonetheless, I think he's made a promise he'll never show it again. Told him he was getting as bad as Guillermo Sire on Facebook showing his stuff. Bent in two and broken. Of course, Guillermo on his way home right now. Hope he makes it home safe. But after breaking 2 guide flags, you know, you got to say enough's enough. Only the strongest will survive in this apocalyptic racing. Might as well be called Death Race 2000 as we see Jay Latham's car come off on the inside. Ooh, and another hard hit. This time Cotton Candy Randy on his own as he loses a tire to the infield. Let's go to a big view here and see if we can get a picture of that. Front wheel gone. Hard hits that never quits. Now whether or not that's a snapped axle or just a tire gone awry is still questionable. Ultimate Track Marshal Dana Durham coming to save to the rescue. Was that your tire? I thought that was Dad's. So it was Action Jackson's tire in the center of the infield. These guys just can't get enough of each other this race. Kindred spirits connecting each other's cars every other heat. T getting herself a drink. Or cleaning up, maybe getting a count of cans. We got to restock this week. One of the most horrible parts about running a place like this is restocking everything. But I guess that's a good thing too. It means we're selling stuff. Dead Man's Corner. And we're back under green racing conditions here. 6 people in the race. 2 are out. And I was being silent, hoping that we was going to make it all the way through that without an incident. But it looks like Glenn Burden and Carson getting involved in somewhat of a tussle. And we got a red flag rotation. Let's take a look at some of the averages. Top 3 averages, 58.6 for Randy Kirtley. Bruce Bullington, 57 average. 55 average for Glenn Burden. Round up your top 3. We got Jay now in the 50s. Gold Dust dropping down the leaderboards as he had an incident, lost a rear tire. Heading over to cam 1 and 2. Let you watch these guys work on their cars. Be right back with you. guys think of anything y'all want ordered? Motor spray. Yes, motor spray. Blinker fluid. Blinker fluid. All right, folks. Round robin, 6 of 8. Looks like we got several wrecks in this heat. 33 seconds left to go. Randy Kirtley hanging on to the lead barely there with 3:36. Bruce Fulton right there behind him, 3:29. And Jay Latham now in third position with 3:19. Checking chat. Not much going on. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Nonetheless, we're setting up, getting all order information for the coming week. Don't forget, here at Lanes Raceway, give us a call, 270-278-1400 for all of your slot car hobby needs. You can get it from us at MSRP or better, and sometimes we even do way better. So definitely give us a shout. We might be able to get what you need. Sometimes we can't get certain stuff, and we'll let you know. But if we can, we will definitely do our best to get it. What? Looks clean. Huh? Oh, I don't know. I can't tell by looking at it like that. You got to have a block. You have to put it on the block to see if it's bent. Braid? They're getting a little wore, but I mean, they're still making good connection, ain't they? Yeah, as long as making good connection, you're all right. Folks, there's some stuff going on here. We've got 1 second left before we do a rotation. I'll be right back with you.
The one outside of it, Randy was thinking to clean out the edge of the tire.
I lost him last week. I finished the motor hanging out.
All right, folks, sorry about that disconnected session. Let me try to get us booted back up here. All right, good to go. We're fixing to go green for the final heat here at Lanes Raceway. What a race it's been, folks. Oh, we're not on the final heat. We're on round robin 7 of 8. I must have took an extra long break. Randy Kirtley in the lead by 7 laps. Bruce Mullington in second to that. And we got Nathaniel Burton to the outside wall. Almost in my jacket. It's starting to get a little chill in the air. Oh, and a car to the inside gets smoked. All right, folks, I'm going to leave you here. Going to try to get some stuff straightened up here in the shop before we get ready to close down for the next 3 days. We'll come back on the final heat, and I'll talk to you then. All right, folks, coming to the end of round robin 7 of 8. It's been the last couple heats been pretty tough to get through as we see several people having incidents here. 37 seconds left to go. Randy Kirtley, 391. Bruce Bullington, 387. Bridging that gap, folks. Jay Latham, 371. Glenn Burton, 348. Nathaniel Burton, 316. And Gold Dust, 315. Four red lights drop out to a green. 36 seconds left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in the mix. Everybody else is out. Four laps separating Randy from Bruce. Both these guys fighting with everything they got. Bruce Bullington, 62 total laps turned this heat alone. Randy Kirtley, 59. Bruce's motor's coming alive, folks. 1.760 best lap. 6 seconds left to go. And that's a red flag of rotation, folks. Randy Kirtley, 411 in first right now. Bruce Bullington, 408 in second. A little bit of a battle ensuing between these two Goliaths, as they will be neck and neck come next heat. Randy on purple, Bruce on black. Who will prevail? Jay Latham in third place with 389. Glenn Burden, 20 or so laps back with 361. Gold Dust, Nathaniel, Carson, and Guillermo stepped out a little bit from getting podium this week, but we'll see how well they prevail next week if they get a little work done on their cars and maybe stay out of some of the wrecks. But stay tuned. Coming into the final heat coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to the live stream for the final 50 seconds of this race, and what a race it's starting to become. Randy, Cotton Candy, Double XP, Bruce Bullington. 3 laps separate these two Goliaths, both of them on the same lap, 41, 41, 42, 42. Jay Latham there in third position, 428, kind of out in no man's land. He's several laps ahead, nobody can catch him. Jay Latham solidifying third position here at Lanes Raceway. But first place is still up for grabs as we got 3 laps separating these two. 20 seconds left to go, and one of them goes off the hip. Yes, sir? That gum. Did you coast in or something? Really? Jay Latham with an impressive 2.009 lap time. Looks like he coasted in, but he said he didn't, so I'm going to believe it. Very, very fast for White Lane. Jay Latham's car, especially in the super late model, has been fast all season long. Run into a little bit of shortcomings as he's been involved in quite a few wrecks and come-offs in his day. Nonetheless, he's holding down third position right now with a median of 2.14. So we get a yellow flag, 11 seconds left to go. Three laps separates Bruce from Randy. Randy coming up behind Bruce Bullington, just kind of keeping some nice cushion. Oh, Bruce trying to pull the ace move, trying to give a little shunt to pull Randy completely out of the game. If it would have been successful, he would have been within literally small inches. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen this before. A gear completely come off the cog on Natty Ice's mobile. Let's take a look at this real quick. First, let's go to TrackMate. TrackMate, your results. Randy Kirtley narrowly by 3 laps to Bruce Bullington, 473. Bruce Bullington, 470 for your top 2. Jay Latham, 445 to round up your top 3. Let's go over here to the pinball cam real quick and take a look at some more of the destruction. I don't know if I can show this without getting demonetized. All this gore we're showing from these cars, giving all these slot car racers PTSD. But look at this. Is that coming in good there, Carson? Look at that gear separated off the cog of Natty Ice's ride. We've seen some bad stuff here. Natty Ice freed up like a kitten, though, in the back. The gear, not in good shape. All the guys gathering around here. We got a podium that looks good over here. Randy, Bruce, and Jay. Jay with a little ninja kick there at the end to celebrate his kingship here at Lanes Raceway. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I know it was a long one. I know we had a lot of dropped frames, almost 30,000 frames worth of dropped frames in this last one. I don't know what went up. Nonetheless, I hope you stuck to it and seen it to the end, or maybe just tuned in now to see the end. Nonetheless, probably one of the best races for the super late model we've had all season, and we went in reverse. So thank you guys for tuning in. Come back, join us next Sunday when we're going to be doing GTP on the orange, and we're going to have the hard body and the super late model on the oval. And everybody loves some good oval action. But this is Donnie D here at Lane